Hello guys, welcome to our channel again. Today I'm going to show you how I make various dishes. I had a plan to do this simply because I wanted to have an easy time during the week. So this is omena, or rather we call it daga. First I wash it. After washing it, I let it drain, and after draining, I put enough oil in my sufuria and then I fry it for a while. As you can see, this omena is still very young, so let's get through the video. I'll also be doing my beef stew. I've already pre-boiled it, so I'll pour out the beef stock, but I'll not pour it away. I'll just put it aside so that I can use it to make my stew. So as we continue, kindly guys remember to subscribe, like, comment and share on our videos. I want to thank you for the support you've given us throughout this time. And kindly let us continue watching the various recipes that we have. So this is our beef. It has bone marrow. You can see the various bones we also have in the dish. So I'll pour in my oil so that it fries a bit and browns also a bit. Do not worry about my sufuria. I used it to boil the meat, so that's why you can see the brown substance around my sufuria. So today I won't talk much. I want you to just see how I do the various meals that we have at least 4 days in a week. So let's continue cooking. In my dish, I like using a lot of onions because it gives my food very good taste. Previously, as you saw, I used curry powder. I also used Maggi cubes, 2 of them, and also my favorite ingredient or spice, fenugreek. So let's continue cooking. As you can see, my omena is also frying so well. I have just used the regular vegetable oil. I'll add a bit so that it cooks. As you can see, the omena will serve us for at least maybe we can take it twice in a week, so it will push us for some time. There again we have our beef. I'll use biringanya or eggplant. I also have gourgettes. I also have garlic. I've used at least 3 cloves of garlic. Remember guys, while I was boiling my beef, I used ginger to make my meat tender. Ginger and salt. As we check on our omena again, I'll add at least 1.5 teaspoons of salt and continue stirring. This is a very simple recipe. Omena is one of our main dishes in our Luo culture. So I've grown eating omena, and I've also learned various recipes to cook my omena. As I said earlier, this omena is new or fresh, so it will take an easy time to cook. As I check on my beef also, you can see the vegetables are disintegrating well in the dish. I'll put in my pili pili hoho or capsicum, the green one. I love it in my dish because it gives me a very, very nice taste. So I'll let my pili pili hoho cook together with my other vegetables in the beef. As you can also notice, guys, my voice is a bit hoarse. I have homa, or rather flu, which has taken me down for some time, but I'll get over it. So I have already blended my tomatoes. I used 3 medium-sized ripe tomatoes, and I've poured it in my beef so that I avoid the big chunks of tomatoes in my beef. Yeah, I'll continue stirring. You can see our soup is coming out red in color. It also helps me not use a lot of spices. Yeah, because it gives it a thick gravy, or rather a thick soup. So it will save me a lot. So I check in again on my omena. They have turned brown. They have turned brown in color. Then I add in my onions as I stir. Luckily for these omenas, I did not boil them. That's why they are not breaking up into pieces. That is one of my secrets of cooking omena or daga. I don't know how you call it in your language. Maybe you can share. Yeah. Then I'll have to cover it a bit again and wait for the onions to cook. Wow. Then we check on our beef again. I stir it. It's not an easy task to cook various meals at one go, but I enjoy it because I know it will save me some time for a few days. Again, we check on our omena, we turn it, it's becoming brown, the onions are cooking up so well, and there again is our beef. As I turn it, I have to taste whether the salt is enough. Then I add just a pinch of it to make sure that I don't miss out on the good taste, because when you put in your tomatoes, they tend to dissolve the spices and the salt that I had put in previously. So I'll pour in the beef stock that I had set aside. You can see it still gives my beef that good color. But guys, remember, the beef that I had boiled earlier had some salt, so I'm also careful with the amount of salt that I pour in. Yeah, this stock is good enough. You can even just drink it. Yeah, it helps with the development of the bones. It gives you strength, and especially when you have had a long night, you can take it or any time of the day. So I'll put it on a lower heat. Then I check on my omena. Just to clarify, I'm making a coconut cream omena. That is omena with coconut cream. Yeah, I'll use the various ingredients that I have in my kitchen. I've used salt. Then I'll also blend in my tomatoes, the remaining blended tomatoes that I had for my beef. Yeah, You can also chop in your tomatoes. If you do not have a blender, you can just cut it into small pieces. Yeah, omena is best served with ugali. There are some who prefer it with rice, so we have different ways of taking it. My next stage will be making my vegetables. I'll fry in my sukuma and spinach. It is a mixture of both. I bought it in bulk, so it will be easier for me. It will take me for a few days. I do not have to buy again and cook, so it will serve us well. As I fry in my onions, I also check in on my omena again. So I have to multitask here. I'm learning a bit of batch cooking, and I think I'll spare a day and do a bit of it just to see how it takes me. There I go. I use my fish masala because omena are small fish. So then I use in my oregano. As you notice, even in my fish dish that I have in my other video, I use oregano for my fish dish and also my fish masala. You can check out that video and see the mother of the omena cooking in the other video. So I'll taste in my salt again. I like tasting. Oh, there is my coconut milk. And by the way, these things are so expensive nowadays. And now that the economy has gone up, man, it is not easy to have all these things in the ingredients. But I like doing my own coconut. I think I'll take a video of that and show you how I use the real coconut. This helps in making the omena gravy heavy. You can see how thick it becomes. Yeah, and this is so tasty when you take it with your ugali. Yeah, you can never ever go wrong. So again, I'll check in on my mboga, that is my vegetables. Yeah, after my onions have browned, I'll add in my dania stalks. You see the stems of the dania, that's what I use. Yeah, because it gives my dish that special taste. And even as I cook my vegetables, I'll not use spices. I love it just with salt. Especially when I'm taking it with a gravy or rainy soup dish. You can see how my spinach and my sukuma are cut into small nice pieces. This makes the ingredients mix well, the oil gets in evenly, and I love it because it's easy to chew. Yeah, you can check in on our omena again. It has already simmered. You can see how colorful it is. It looks so delicious. Then I'll put in my dania at the end. Yeah, there we go. Our omena is ready for serving. So I'm not done yet. I'll check it on my vegetables. Then I'll turn it up so that it does not burn. You can also share with me the various vegetables you make in your kitchen and how you do them. There are some who love putting tomatoes in the sukuma, but I don't, because I avoid a lot of heartburn. Yeah, as my vegetables steam up, you see it has reduced in size. Oh, yeah, that is what vegetables do for us. Then I'll add in at least a piece of Royco cube. And then I'll add in my ghee. This is my secret ingredient, but oh no, it's finished. I get it from the countryside. If any of you have tasted beef ghee in your dishes, you can as well testify that it gives it that nice taste. It is like you've put cream in your dish. Oh, then we check on our beef stew. As I put in my dhania, that is the last stage of it all. It has boiled well, and this beef was so tender. Yeah, because I took my good time to cook it. Yeah. Then I turn it. You can see how I had generously used my ingredients on this dish with my heart and soul into it. Yeah, and we can either take it with rice, with chapati or ugali. So we will have various starch dishes to take with it during the week. So this is like a kilo of it. So we will consume it as in maybe thrice a week. So that will be enough. So and then I serve my sukuma and my spinach. You see it is still green in color and steaming hot. Yeah. You see how wonderful it looks. It is so yummy. And the next stage, I'll do my cabbage. Yeah, I'll still put in my oil and pour in my vitungus or my onions, red onions again. But if you have the spring onions, it will still give you the taste that you want. Remember guys, I've just washed my sufuria that I used to cook my Sukuma, just to avoid a lot of work. Yeah, because when you're doing this batch cooking, it's not easy, by the way. It is a lot of work. I wish you could see my sink. I can imagine the amount of utensils that I have to wash. So I've added in my salt and also I've added in my 2 cubes. So with cabbage, I'll put in my tomatoes. I've used 2 medium-sized tomatoes, finely chopped. Then I'll stir it and make sure that the tomatoes are blended in so well with the ingredients. Then after that, I'll let it simmer because now the tomatoes will take longer because I did not grate them. So I love my cabbages done traditionally. They are more sweeter that way. Then I'll add in my curry powder. For these cabbages, we can take it as a side dish with our ugali. We can also take it with a rice. You can take it with your berry. Yeah, with your ugali. You can see how finely chopped they are. And I love it when they are green in color. I don't like the white cabbages because I feel like that I tend to lose out on the good ingredients that come from the green cabbages. So after this, I'll cover it up and let it steam. But for the cabbages, I'll not let them cook so much. There we serve our meat. Our beef dish. It looks so delicious. Yeah. Then I'll check on my cabbage. You can see how it has already steamed. I'll turn it up again. Yeah, it is green in color now and it looks so delicious. You can check out my vegetable rice video that I've made with my chicken. You can have it with this uh cabbage. There is our beef, our Sukuma Wiki. Then we have our Omena. Thank you guys for watching and continue to subscribe.